All right, so facade, not as bad as I thought it would be. Things like this with exposed wiring, that's just telephone wire. You'd have to update a little bit of the skirting, but that's nothing. Needs paint. The actual roof, as you can kind of see, actually the wood looks good. It really looks like that's been really recently done. Somebody half flipped this. They were in the middle of it and I guess they ran out of money or something. I'll show you what I mean. These stairs won't pass any inspector. They got to be, well, for one thing, you have to have railings, and you can see how that's set up. So that would have to be redone. I mean, it's a full remodel. Everything needs to be redone. I don't know what's up with the stove, but there are no appliances inside. And if that car comes with it, it's kind of a bonus. That's pretty badass. Proper tie downs, it does not have. You'd have to get tie downs. You can see they have parts everywhere out here. The windows are cracked and shot through. Literally shot. But let's go inside. All right, so right off the bat, living room has updated flooring. Somebody came through and put sheetrock on all of the walls and pretty much the whole house. They've all been done except they just need texturing. So it's done except for texturing. The ceiling is this paneling stuff, which is in very good condition in a lot of areas, but then they must have had something like hanging or something. So I feel like now you're not gonna be able to replace that very easily. Maybe you could paint over it or something, but you know, I mean, if you just paint over that compared to the pattern, it's gonna look a lot different. So I don't know, you'd have to do something about the ceiling. Does it matter that much? Probably not on a 980-foot trailer out here. So you just paint it, it might be okay. Lots of extra joint compound. I'm assuming this stuff stays with the house. I don't think anyone's come to pick it up at this point, but lots of joint compound, sheetrock, building materials all throughout. I don't know what the tires are for. But as you can see, these windows are shot. That would be one expense that I would say you'd probably need to do because most of them are actually like not even totally in. All right, let's go to the first bedroom over on the side. Really solid door. Well, actually, storage closet. The floors are a little shaky, but overall, I don't know, they're not that bad. Almost feels solid. I mean, surprisingly solid for what we're looking at. I would try to save the flooring, in fact. All throughout here and through there, you can see the flooring. Bunch of boxes of tile right there that I assume are those tiles for that closet. You can see the bathroom when we get around the corner here. Again, with the windows. I mean, I don't know. I don't think you could save these. Here's one that was actually shot through. In here, the only things, you still got a texture, but got to install some closet doors. Very easy. The flooring in the closet is that tile, like I said, and then when you come into here, I think that's what they were gonna do, is use that tile for in here in the bathroom. But no toilet or vanity. It's like $300, not a big deal. You can see there's a little hole in the flooring there. You'd have to address a couple areas like that. You know, you have the wiring though. You have the spot for the fan. You actually have a tub that probably would clean up easily enough. These things aren't too hard to clean, and if not, you put a new surround in. So this kind of goes through. That is kind of like your guest bathroom slash the bathroom off of this bedroom as well. So I don't know if they're calling that the master or the guest, but if you go over here, you'll see, so pretty big room actually for the living room. This is your kitchen. Refrigerator missing. Cabinets missing. Sink would go here. No spot, I guess, you know, maybe put a dishwasher in. No stove, that was sitting up front. That stove would have to be plugged in somewhere, probably right about, I don't know where they had it. They might have had it over here. It's hard to say. Oh yeah, underneath the vent, of course. The stove would have gone here. You know, I mean, cabinet space you'd have to do something about overall though. Not too bad, surprisingly. And then you do have a pantry even. Coming around to the laundry room. I mean, paint, you know, texture and paint. It's got the cabinets. Doesn't look too bad. It's got the 220 even. The ceiling through most of this area actually looks good. No dips, no bundles. You can see actually, right as I say that, I see that there's a little bit of a little loose there, but nothing too bad. Furnace probably needs to be replaced entirely. That does look very old. Water heater is missing. I'll show you outside. Into the primary. Yes, those are bees all over the floor. This place had a bee attack. Supposedly they're gone. You can see the closet doors here, but they already did. I mean, the ceiling in here looks good. They already did all the sheetrock work. And then into the bathroom. You got a walk-in. You got your toilet area, your vanity area, and you've got a separate tub. So everything you need, you just gotta hopefully clean that up. Hopefully keep this clean, that. Add fixtures. So pretty simple. You do have, you're looking out into what's gonna be the second trailer. You have mountain views all the way around this. It's pretty peaceful. Everything out here is on an acre. I think that's the minimum. Mostly, almost entirely manufactured or mobile homes. Some, I mean, they have some others, but mostly, as you can see when we walk around, all your neighbors. It's a big lot, 1.07 acres, I think. That's a really nice Auroras on it. Somebody will absolutely care about that. But needs a lot of cleanup, as you can see. So lot line is somewhere near this telephone pole, is my best guess. Coming on over. So if that's right in the middle, you can see you have a little space here, and then this huge, they call it a workshop. That is a hell of a lot more than a workshop. I'll get to it. You're gonna need skirting. You're gonna need all of this checked out, of course. Maybe we will need some subfloor work. But all of that needs to be checked out, and skirting all the way across. And then there are no stairs to the back door. There's no access to the back door. And this whole thing is built here. This whole structure is built here, so you couldn't, that's built into concrete, so you couldn't open this door if you wanted to. There's even a key in it. I didn't notice that, but you can't open it. So what do? I don't know. Either you tear down this porch. So this is for what used to be a second trailer that is definitely not fixable. That would be, I would say, torn out. However, you know, you take out this roof, this whole structure probably, or what you do is, if the roof is okay, you leave the roof and you leave that as a patio, and you just take out this and keep a patio going. And then maybe this, since it's built out of block, you'd have to do a little bit of probably work on it, but structurally it actually, I want a sound foundation now. This is a sound foundation floor. So you have a concrete floor. The walls, as you can see, are the concrete blocks. They're not cracked anywhere, which is pretty rare. And I bet this was built a hell of a long time ago, so they haven't been cracked yet. You can see some termite damage here, so you definitely had some termites. But of course, who cares? This is built out of block. So you tear down most of it, and then you keep this as some sort of a shed, or, I mean, it's got a damn fireplace. You could turn this into some sort of an outdoor patio, gazebo, something, maybe enclose it. I don't know that you need to enclose it though, because, I'll show you. I mean, you do have an extra bathroom right here if you want to use this toilet. That's nice. Always good to have a backup toilet. But as you can see, oh, I'll show you since I'm right here. Somebody dug this out. There's your line to the septic somewhere. So they've definitely got all kinds of issues with the septic, of course. Tons of extra blocks, tons of extra tile. If you could see that way over there in the back corner, all of that tile. It's like just enough tile to tile the whole neighborhood. It's crazy. But you can't put it on these houses. It's too heavy. So I don't know. So this is a garage. They just have it closed over, but with the right amount of work, this could turn into a very nice guest house. And this, I mean, let's start with the house part, I guess. These beams look solid, the wood. They're all straight. They're dirty as hell. They do have termites. You can see some termites right there. So we'd have to get a termite treatment, but overall, I'm not worried about that. These walls are solid flooring. Even the concrete floor is hardly cracked anywhere. I'm shocked. I mean, I see these all the time. They're always cracked. So they did a good job. Huge, huge, huge garage. But as you can see, structurally here, no good. So this beam, see that? And yet, even with that, it's holding just fine. So what you would have to do is replace some beams. I think because you have this metal pipe here, it's really helped to hold. See that? That holds it in. But really, when you turn around, it's like a whole nother garage on this side, and that's another door. So what you could have here is clean this all out. You have an RV garage on this side, access back to the back this way, another door on this side, and then a regular 2-car garage on this side. Pretty impressive. And that would all work. You just have to clean it out, a couple of repairs, and then you put a door, or there is a door. So this would be your guest house. This would be a bedroom / living room. And this is your kitchen and bathroom. So you have a full area for kitchen. You've got all the plumbing for a little kitchenette. And then you've got your sink here with an actual toilet and a tiny little shower right here. Kind of crazy, but could it work? Yes. For 125, what do you put into it, right? I mean, we're talking a lot more than I originally thought that you'd put into it, but would it be worth it? Yes. This alone, somebody would pay very much extra for if it was done right. If you turn this into an RV garage and you already have the door and the structure, and you turn this into a 2-car garage, that alone would give you so much bang for your buck. We're gonna find surprises and there's stuff wrong with it. Yeah, I know, of course. But having this addition, this has nothing to do with the square footage. This would just be free square footage that as soon as you get it done, now can it be permitted? That's a question. Are there gonna be issues? Guaranteed. But can you do it? Yeah, this could be, I don't know. I mean, the highest one that sold was in the mid 200s. So I think it was 255. I don't know if you get 255 out of this, but say you got 225 out of this and you had to put 50 into it. Still not a bad turner. That's 50,000-ish if you get it at the right price. So let's see what you think after you see this video. Oh, wait. One last thing. I'll show you the land. Just so you can kind of see. Because there is a lot. I can't really get through this way. I already tried that once. I mean, you're not too far from the neighbors and you don't have fences. So there's all kinds of stuff you could say, but nobody out here has fences. It's fine. There's a little, they do have the back fences you can see over here. And a little side mesh fence, but so this is the junk. And yeah, basically probably mostly all thrown away. Scrap metals, maybe get some money out of some of it, I don't know. But mostly garbage. Another storage shed. But really big lot. There's all that tile over there. Just blank, open lot. And so because of that, somebody's gonna wanna use it for their purposes, I'm sure. So you can do a lot out here. And it is horse property too, so even that. Put up the right fences, you can sell this as horse property. All right, talk soon.